Hi everyone. We will quickly look at one of the problems called squares of sorted array, which is LeetCode code 977. Here we are given an array. In the problem says non-decreasing order, which is increasing order. So let's say the values are -4, -1, 0, 3 and 10, and we need to return another array which is squares of these values, and that should be in the non-decreasing or the increasing order. So the solution is pretty straight. What you are going to do is you create another array which is equal to length of this, and you will return that array. So let's say I say array 2, and I will create another array with 5 indexes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now you will have 2 pointers, so this problem uses the 2 pointer technique. You will have a left pointer and the right pointer. What you are going to do is you will compare the indexes at left and right and compare the absolute values, or you can compare the squares of these values, and whichever is greater you are going to add that value in the new array. So you will have a left pointer, right pointer, and a third pointer, let's say I, which starts from length -1. So if you see -4 and 10, absolute value of these two is 10 is greater. So you will put a 100 here. This pointer will reach here. I will decrement and reach here. Now absolute value of 3 and -4, -4 is greater. So I will put a 16 here, and I will increment left and decrement I. So now absolute value of 3 and -1, 3 is bigger. So I will add a 9 here and decrement right. After that, decrement I. -1 and 0, so 1 is greater. -1 is greater, absolute value of -1. So I will add I here. This will, so at this time left and right are pointing to the same position. I will decrement, then 0 is left. That's it. So this is your final array, and this is you are going to return. Pretty straight. What you are going to do is you will run a loop. I is equal to 0 to length -1, right? In the loop you will check absolute value. So if before that you will set a left to 0 and right to length -1. If absolute value of array left is greater than absolute value of array right, okay, then you are going to use the left value because left is greater. So in the new array, array to ith, what you are going to do is left into array left, okay, and you will increment left plus plus. Else you know that the right is greater, so array I is equal to array right into array right, and right. Right will decrement. Okay, and that's it. At the end you will return